The following message is transmitted at the request of the Mobile Police Department. At 12:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time, an unknown and different-looking creature has been spotted in the city of Mobile, Alabama. The creature is to be 6.5 feet tall and 1 foot wide. The creature has light skin, light brown hair, has white eyes with no shine, possibly meaning he emotionless, and was last seen wearing a light blue jacket, blue jeans, gray shoes, and a red scarf. The creature name has not been confirmed at this time, nor it is known or not if there are more kinds of these creatures. However, all residents of Mobile are advised to remain indoors. If you see this creature, do not go near it, as it may or may not be hostile. More information will be provided as the situation develops. For more information, tune to Channel 5 News.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Columbus Police Department. At around 1:47 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, there have been numerous reports of different-looking creatures in the city of Columbus. These creatures are believed to be the same ones that were spotted in Mobile, Alabama. The name of these creatures has been confirmed at this time. The name of the creatures are called Gachas. It is unknown whether or not the Gacha creatures are hostile. However, all residents of Columbus are advised to stay indoors and not approach these creatures. Approaching these creatures will put your life in great danger. More information will be provided as this situation continues. Stay tuned for more information. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Columbus Police Department. At 2:40 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, these Gachas have been spotted attacking many residents and breaking into homes. 2 fatalities have been reported as a result of this event. Because of the fatalities, it has been reported that these Gachas are hostile. May I say once more, these Gachas are hostile. All residents of Columbus are advised to do the following as this will add to your chance of survival. Lock all windows and doors, close all blinds, turn off all heating and ventilation systems, turn off all lights, grab non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio to continue to stay updated on the situation. If these Gachas break into your home, use armed protection by all means necessary. Do not attempt to approach these Gachas as they are armed and considered extremely dangerous. Failure to do so will result in certain death. Stay tuned for further information on this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Portland Police Department. All residents of Portland, lock your doors immediately. Police are looking for a specified Gacha in the city of Portland, Oregon. This Gacha is also seen to be 6.5 feet tall and 1 foot wide. This Gacha has light skin, orange hair, has orange eyes with dark orange circular pupils, and was last seen wearing an orange shirt, dark orange pants and shoes, and has cat ears and a cat tail. This Gacha has been reported to be attacking anyone in sight, and also demolishing buildings and structures. These Gachas appear to be the ones that were spotted in Mobile, Alabama, and Columbus, Georgia. All residents of Portland are advised to stay indoors and barricade all windows and doors so this Gacha will not see you. Also be sure to grab non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. These Gachas are expected to continue appearing in other cities across the United States, but it is unknown where the next location will be. Stay tuned for further information and updates on this dangerous situation.
Immediate evacuation order for the city of Mobile. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Mobile Police Department in the Mobile County Emergency Management. All residents of Mobile, evacuate immediately. At 6:53 p.m. Central Daylight Time, there have been reports of more Gachas coming to life and causing severe damage to life and property. Many cities and homes in Mobile are being destroyed as these Gachas continue to cause more damage. About 50 deaths and 1,000 injuries have been reported as a result of this event. Police are trying hard to take down these Gachas, but that has been becoming hard to do as these Gachas continue to multiply over time. These Gachas are expected to spread into nearby areas, and it is believed that the Gacha next location could be Dallas, Texas. All residents in the city of Mobile are advised to evacuate now. Grab the necessary items such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, phones, chargers, blankets, and a battery-powered radio. Evacuate the area in a calm manner. Before evacuating, tie a white towel or clothing to your mailbox or front porch. This will tell authorities that you are evacuating the area. If you do not choose to evacuate, you will face certain death. If you get near the Gachas, you could be putting your life in extreme danger. Evacuate now. I repeat, evacuate now.
following message is transmitted at the request of the Dallas Police Department. At 7:25 p.m. Central Daylight Time, it has been reported that several gachas are attacking the city of Dallas, Texas. These gachas have been reported to cause 500 deaths, 1,000 injuries, and 125 people to be missing across the United States. It has been recently discovered that the gachas are immune to any fire or gunshots. However, it has been found out that the gachas can't be taken down by poison or contaminated water. But for right now, all residents of Dallas are advised to remain indoors and not go outside by any means. Make sure you have the necessary items such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, batteries, a towel, blankets, phones, chargers, and a battery-powered radio. If these gachas break into your home, use armed protection by all means necessary. Stay tuned for further information and updates on this dangerous and life-threatening situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Birmingham Police Department and the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency. At 7:40 p.m. Central Daylight Time, these gacha-like figures have been rapidly appearing in southern Alabama. These gachas have already passed Montgomery and are beginning to approach Birmingham. Police have been working hard to try and take down these gachas, but all attempts so far have failed. However, it has been recently found out that the gachas can be killed by poison or contaminated water. All residents in the city of Birmingham are advised to remain indoors. Lock and barricade all windows and doors, close all blinds, turn off all heating and ventilation systems, turn off all lights, grab non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. Do not attempt to approach these gachas, or you will face certain death. If these gachas break into your home, use armed protection by all means necessary. Stay tuned for more updates and information on this dangerous situation.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Milwaukee Police Department. Reports of gachas in the city Milwaukee have been received. These gachas have been seen decimating buildings, structures, homes, cars, and people. These gachas are causing thousands of dollars of damage to many areas across the United States. These gachas have caused significant damages in the following cities: Columbus, Georgia, Portland, Oregon, Dallas, Texas, Mobile, Alabama, and Birmingham, Alabama. These gachas are expected to continue appearing in other cities across the country. The poison and contaminated water are being worked on so these gachas can be taken down. All residents in the city of Milwaukee are advised to lock and barricade all windows and doors. Make sure you grab non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, blankets, phones, chargers, and a battery-powered radio. Do not attempt to go outside for any reason at all. If doing so, you may be putting your life at risk. More information will be provided as the situation goes on. Stay tuned for further updates on this dangerous and life-threatening situation.
I never wanna hold you back. I wanna give you every chance to make it, to make it. I'm afraid if our love collides, you'll leave me alone tonight. 'Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking. Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions 'cause
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency. Reports of Gacha-like figures have been received from almost all over the entire state of Alabama. Reports of Gacha-like figures have not been received in the following counties: Lauderdale, Limestone, Madison, Jackson, Colbert, Franklin, Lawrence, Morgan, Marshall, DeKalb, and Ottawa. These counties mentioned have not been invaded by these Gacha-like figures yet, but they are expected to be invaded within the next 3 hours. All residents in the city of Huntsville and these counties mentioned are advised to be prepared to seek shelter or evacuate if possible. If you plan to seek shelter, make sure you have non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, blankets, phones, chargers, and a battery-powered radio. If you plan to evacuate, do the same procedures with the items mentioned. Before evacuating, tie a white towel or white clothing to your mailbox or front porch. This will tell authorities that you have evacuated the area. These gachas can be killed by using poison and contaminated water, but one of those weapon materials are not yet finished and are still being worked on at this time. Stay tuned to local media outlets for more information and updates on this dangerous and life-threatening situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Las Vegas Police Department and the Clark County Emergency Management. At 11:01 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, reports are coming in that the gachas are roaming around the city of Las Vegas, destroying everything in their path. These gacha-like figures have caused mass devastation around many cities across the United States, which includes the following: Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Columbus, Georgia, Huntsville, Alabama, Portland, Oregon, Mobile, Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, and Dallas, Texas. These cities mentioned have been damaged, and the only way to kill the gachas is to use poison or contaminated water. Those weapon materials are still not yet finished at this time, but progress is currently being made as the weapons are more than halfway done making. But for right now, all residents of Las Vegas are advised to lock and barricade all windows and doors, and stay inside your homes. Get the necessary items such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, blankets, phones, chargers, and a battery-powered radio. Do not go outside by any means until the all-clear is given. Disobeying this procedure will put your life at risk. Tune to local media outlets for the latest updates and information on this dangerous situation.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At 2:36 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, reports of Gacha-like creatures have been received in 10 states across the country. These states include Wisconsin, Texas, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Nevada, South Carolina, Arkansas, and Louisiana. These Gacha-like creatures have caused mass destruction to these states. All residents of the United States must get prepared, as these creatures may have a chance to spread across the entire country. Make sure to grab non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, blankets, phones, chargers, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries. Be prepared to take action if necessary. Once you have everything you needed, wait until disaster strikes. Please make sure to stay calm and not panic, as it will only worsen the situation. Tune to local media outlets for the latest updates and information on this dangerous and life-threatening situation.
We interrupt our regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The entire United States is suffering a national crisis. Reports of Gacha-like figures have been received in multiple cities across the country, including Alaska and Hawaii. These Gacha-like figures that were originating from Mobile, Alabama, including some other major cities, has now spread across the entire United States. Many states across the country have been invaded by these Gacha-like figures, in which includes the following: Arkansas, California, Oregon, Tennessee, South Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, New York, Montana, Wyoming, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Nebraska, Florida, Pennsylvania, Washington, Missouri, Idaho, Oklahoma, and Colorado. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation for the entire country and must be taken very seriously. Other states across the U.S. are expected to become invaded as well. All residents of the United States are highly advised to seek shelter immediately. Grab the necessary items for your stay in the shelter, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, blankets, phones, chargers, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries. Stay in your shelter until the all-clear is given. Choosing to disobey this procedure will put your life at extreme risk and may possibly result in certain death. If you cannot find a shelter, local authorities will lead you to one. The United States President will be speaking on all stations shortly. Please stand by for this message. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air to provide news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WDXF-TV. We will continue to serve the Philadelphia area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Philadelphia area. Do not use the telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use only. The emergency alert system has been activated to keep you informed.
All clear. I repeat, all clear. The all clear has been given. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. All of the Gacha-like figures that have been decimating the United States have been taken down, except for one. This Gacha is the one that was spotted first. This Gacha was decimating and causing mass destruction, but he has stopped for an unknown reason. This is most likely because this Gacha has seen the real version of himself. Every other Gacha has been taken down for good, with no point of ever returning back. All residents of the United States are free to exit their shelters now. The danger to civilians is now over. Your government thanks you for your cooperation. All regular programming may now resume. Cable systems, internet, 911, and more will now reopen for public use.